Hey, how's it going, YouTube? I'm back in the video, and today I'm going to how the New Orleans Pelicans pulled off one of the most underrated, and if not one of the best moves this entire offseason. So I'm going to be getting into all that in this video. I'm getting into why the Steven Adams trade was such a big deal for the New Orleans Pelicans, and why I think it is going to help their roster a ton. So I'm going to be getting into all that in this video. So if you do like the video at any point, hit the like button and the subscribe button. It means the absolute world to me. Y'all been showing so much support on every video lately, and I cannot thank y'all enough. It is truly a blessing that y'all just keep showing support, and I just cannot thank y'all enough. So please, if you do like the video point, hit the like button and subscribe button. But without further ado, without rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so before we get into why I think Steven Adams is so good for the roster, let's actually get into the trade package itself and what they had to give up and all the teams involved, because this was a pretty damn complicated trade. So basically the trade so far, I mean, I think it's official, but no telling with 2020 and how this offseason is going. So far, the trade is that the Oklahoma City Thunder get George Hill, Darius Miller, a 2023 Denver protected first rounder, and a 2023 second rounder, and another second rounder as well. While the Milwaukee Bucks get Jrue Holiday, the Pelicans get Eric Bledsoe, Steven Adams, 3 first rounders with 2 pick swaps, and the Denver Nuggets got RJ Hampton. So as of right now, that is the official trade. No telling if it changes, and if it does change, I'm sorry, but as of right now, that is what everything is. But now let's get into how the Pelicans won / got the best hand out of this trade. Well, let's go through what every team got. The Oklahoma City Thunder, at this point, don't care about winning games. They're like, you know, they just want to control the draft for the next 50 years. It is crazy. They just want picks. If you give them a pick, they're going to trade anyone you want, probably except for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So, I mean, right now, the Thunder are just in the complete build for the future mode. That's what they're focusing on. They're focusing on their future. Nothing wrong with that. The Denver Nuggets probably got the guy they want in the draft, RJ Hampton. They got him at great value, a very low-risk pick. That's something that they've been doing for years. The Milwaukee Bucks got a great perimeter defender, a borderline all-star player, and a great player when he was with the Pelicans, and can easily take over a game by himself as well. While the Pelicans got a cheaper Jrue Holiday. Now, although he is not as good as Jrue Holiday. Now, as a Pelicans fan, I've watched Jrue Holiday play for years. He's one of the best players this organization's ever had, but Eric Bledsoe is not on that level. But Eric Bledsoe is still a great and excellent defender, and although he's not as good offensively as Jrue Holiday and probably not as good with the ball, Eric Bledsoe is still a very solid offensive player, and it would be very good off our bench or at the starting shooting guard. So, I mean, no matter how we use Bledsoe, he is going to help this team a ton. And then Steven Adams also, I mean, Steven Adams is just a great player as well. He's just a great rebounder. He fills a ton of holes that the Pelicans needed to fill, and I'm getting to that in a little bit later. And they got 3 first rounders to go along with 2 pick swaps from Milwaukee. So, I mean, they just got tons and tons of value out of this. They probably got the 2 best players involved. They got the most picks if you count the pick swaps, and I mean, they got the most valuable picks as well. So I think the Pelicans for sure got the upper hand on this trade out of everyone in here. So, I mean, for sure. And then how this actually specifically helps the Pelicans, not just like that they got tons of value and they got a lot of talent back in this trade, how this actually helps the roster and everything. Well, I mean, it gives them a very solid starting center, as I mean, that's what they needed. Now, although yes, Jackson Hayes is a decent player, but he's still extremely young, and I would not feel comfortable starting him at center, and that's who would be starting if it wasn't for us adding Steven Adams. And now, yes, I know they added Willie Herman Gomez, but I mean, I think Jackson Hayes is going to start over him as well. But still, that's beside the point. Steven Adams is going to give them a very good starting center. He's an extremely underrated player. Steven Adams gets physical down there, very strong, can grab boards, something the Pelicans needed so bad. They are one of the worst offensive rebounding teams in the entire NBA, and Steven Adams last year was the 7th best rebounder in the entire NBA. So that should help us a ton. And also, he was the 7th best offensive rebounding team. And the Pelicans were literally in the bottom 3 in offensive rebounding last year. So now you combine Steven Adams and Zion Williams together. I mean, that is a lot of rebounding, as they're both elite offensive rebounders, and I think it is going to help them a ton. And that is going to just be absolute great for the New Orleans Pelicans, because that's going to be more second chance opportunities for shooters like JJ Redick, Lonzo Ball, Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram. Just so many weapons they have. The more chances you can give them to score, the better. Because, I mean, at least when when Alvin Gentry was still the coach, the team strived on offense. That's what carried them at all times. Terrible defense, but great offense. One of the fastest paced teams in the entire NBA. So, I mean, if they can keep that plus getting rebounds, this team is going to be very, very hard to beat on any given night. Because I think a lot of people don't realize how good Steven Adams is, because he's not flashy, he's not the most athletic, he's not going to wow you with anything he does, but he does all the gritty things, like cute things. Like, he does all the things that nobody else wants to do, and that is why he's going to help the Pelicans so much, because that is exactly what the New Orleans Pelicans needed. And then also something that's going to help is this is going to keep Jackson Hayes on the bench. Now, although I love Jackson Hayes, I think he still needs to get stronger, he needs to develop, he needs to get smarter, and now with developing behind last year Derek Favors, and now this year Steven Adams, I mean, that's great veteran experience he's learning from, and building and developing, and he's going to develop into a very nice player. And I mean, I'm sure getting mentored by Steven Adams and backing him up all year will help him stay on track to develop. So I think this just helps the Pelicans in so many different ways that is crazy, because like, not even did they get just only Steven Adams, they also got Eric Bledsoe, who, I mean, like I said earlier, not as good as Jrue Holiday, but is just a level under him. And I mean, the only reason he's not there is because his offense isn't as good as Jrue Holiday's is. So I mean, defensively, he's probably right there. He made 2 all-defensive teams already. And then you don't even look at the players, they also got the most picks. I think no question the Pelicans got the best end of this trade. Now, whether like the Bucks may like this trade, they might end up saying they might have won because they won the NBA Finals. Well, I mean, then the trade was successful. So I don't think anyone got robbed in this trade, so to say, but I do think that the Pelicans overall, future-wise and right now-wise, got the best out of this trade. But unfortunately, guys, that's going to be it for this video. So comment below, do you agree with me? Do you think the Pelicans won? Do you think another team won? Any your thoughts in the comment section below. If any video ideas for me as well, comment those below. It'd mean the absolute world to me. And like I said earlier, if you do like the video, hit the like button and the subscribe button. It'd mean the absolute world to me. But with that, that's going to be it. So hope you have a blessed day, because I have a blessed day. So you need to have a blessed day. All glory to God. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah.